Welcome to Preggo Talk, which is powered by WOW Radio. Here we discuss and share our authentic experiences with pregnancy, family, and motherhood. This is a community of support for all mothers, especially new and expecting ones, to share their joys and pains. Welcome. Welcome everybody to the introductory show for Preggo Talk. Yes, Preggo Talk. That stands for Pregnancy Talk. And I am your host, Caribgem, your gem to be, like mommy to be. Yes, gem to be. And I just wanted to come on today's introductory show to tell you a little bit about myself, what is Preggo Talk, and how we plan to make an impact by having this podcast. So again, my name is Caribgem, your gem to be, and I am a single mother. I am in a relationship, but I'm a single mother. I have 3 boys, and I am pregnant with my 4th child, which is a girl. Yay! I'm pretty excited about that. And the industry I work in the multimedia industry. I am a multimedia designer. I am specifically very, very good with audio production and teaching multimedia to the youth. So that's just a little bit about me. And I will be hosting the Preggo Talk podcast. And occasionally I will have co-hosts, which will be some of my Preggo buddies, my pregnant friends. They'll be coming on and joining me, as well as some of you, the listeners. If you're interested in coming on, or you find out we're going to be talking about a specific topic that you're passionate about, or you'd like to give some input in, feel free to reach out to us and we'll get that scheduled and we'll get you on an episode of our podcast. So I know you're wondering exactly what is Preggo Talk. So it's basically an interactive podcast, and we cater to new and expectant mothers. And we also are going to be covering a wide range of topics dealing with pregnancy and motherhood in general. We'll be airing every other Monday on Mommy Mondays. That's what I like to call it. So every other Mommy Mondays at 10 a.m. And we'll be having an interactive discussion that same day at 3 p.m. in our Preggo Talk group, which is located on Facebook. And I'll be giving you the social media to everything in a little bit. Also, this show is powered by WOW Radio, and it'll be posted to their website, which is www.wowuradio.net. Again, that's www.radio.net. Now, Preggo Talk is for mothers because I feel that, and staff, of course, feels that this podcast will provide a safe place for moms. We'll be able to relax, express our joys and fears, because motherhood is a beautiful thing, but it can be scary. It can be very scary. So we want to talk about both sides of motherhood. It also will allow a lot of moms to ask questions and to share their own experiences, as well as opinions on various topics without the judgment. That's a big thing. I know there's a lot of things that happen. I know that there's a lot of things that mothers go through and they experience, which may not be the most positive, and we feel the need to just not talk about it and to keep it in. And I really don't think that's healthy. I think that in a supportive environment, you should be able to speak your mind, state your opinions, and get it out and share it and talk about it with other mothers who's probably been through the same thing you've been through. So that is how we plan on making an impact. Now, what you can expect to gain from Preggo Talk, I feel, would be relaxation, relief, a community of other mothers who you can talk to, who you can share experiences with. That's what I want you guys to gain from this podcast, and the information will be given out. So it won't just be based on our opinions or experiences. It will also be based on facts, statistics, input from doctors and counselors and people that have the professional experience to weigh in on some of the topics that we'll be talking about. So that's what I expect the listeners to gain from Preggo Talk. What I want to give via Preggo Talk, I would like to give love to other mothers. I would like to give advice if wanted or needed to other mothers. I would like to give what I can to elevate and to teach other mothers that may not know certain things, or may not be exposed to certain things, or may not even be in the situations that some of the mothers who are listening are in. We just want to share, learn, grow. That is the point of Preggo Talk. You have tuned into Preggo Talk, powered by WOW Radio. So, some of the topics that we'll be having on Preggo Talk will be topics such as, how did you find out you were pregnant? And that is actually going to be the follow-up show to this introductory show. We'll be talking about how I found out I was pregnant and other mothers as well. Also, marriage and pregnancy. How did your pregnancy affect your marriage? I don't have a lot of input on that, so we'll definitely be having some guest mothers on who are married, who will be able to tell us a little bit about how their pregnancy affected their marriage. Was it for the good? Was it for the worse? Was it in between? I would like to know. I'm not married yet. I'm sure I will be one day, but I would like to know how that, affects marriage. Also, we'll be having specific episodes as well called Eat Eats. And it sounds exactly the way I said it. Eat Eats. So on any Eat Eat show, of course, it'll be related to food. Food. So our first Eat Eats episodes will be about morning sickness. Yes, we can all relate to that. Well, most of us can. I know that before this particular pregnancy, I didn't really have morning sickness. So it wasn't until this pregnancy that I can relate to morning sickness, and I definitely would like to talk about it. We'll have other moms on. Well, we'll have their inputs or other moms on to talk about morning sickness, the foods that they stayed away from, the foods that they lived by on morning sickness, and we'll get some professional opinions on what are the best foods for you to eat when it comes to morning sickness. Also, working while pregnant, there are a lot of moms that are not able to stay home and relax. And even if they do stay home, they could be working from home, or taking care of other children that you already have is a job in itself. Don't let anybody tell you that it's not, because it most certainly is. So we'll be talking about that as well. And also, my favorite, the one I can't wait to get to, is who is in your support system? As an expecting mother, and even if you're not expecting, because this podcast is not just for new and expecting mothers, even though it's catered to that, it's for mothers in general. But who's in your support system? Who are the people around you that you're able to rely on, lean on, vent to, who can give you positive feedback? Okay? So who's in your support system? Again, I definitely think that is very, very important to any mother, to have a strong support system. Okay, so again, some of the topics, I'm just going to repeat it really quickly, is how did you find out you were pregnant, marriage and pregnancy, Eat Eats, morning sickness, working while you're pregnant, and also who's in your support system. So that will be some of the upcoming topics for the episodes on Preggo Talk. And if you have any topics that you would like us to talk about, please feel free to reach out to us. And that leads me to our social media. There are various ways to contact us and even to participate in our podcast. And a lot of them are through social media. Of course, we want you to share and download the episodes of our podcast with your family and friends. If you are a mom that is doing housework during the day, or maybe you're going out for a run, download the episode. Pop it in. You can listen to it while you're taking a run, or while you're vacuuming around the house or cleaning up around the house. I think that would be very good. These episodes won't be too long and they won't be too short, so I think it'll be perfect for moms on the go even to tune into and relate to. So as far as our social media, we're across all social media. So we're on Facebook. Check us out, www.facebook.com/Preggo Talk. And I'm going to spell that for you. PREGGOTALK. Preggo Talk. We also have a Facebook group, which is our discussion group. You can check that out at www.facebook.com/groups/Preggo Talk. Or you can just go to our Facebook page, and then you'll see our group connected to that page. With that being said about the Facebook page and group, we are looking for moms to help us with their opinions, experiences, and to share things with others. Also, we are looking for moms to complete some of our online surveys so that we can share your opinions and experiences with our listeners and other moms. And you can do this in plenty of ways. You can take our online surveys, or You can leave an audio message or even post or send us a video message. All of those things will be shared via our podcast episodes and or on our social media. So we're making this as interactive as possible. Please participate. We're also located on Twitter at Preggo Talk, and we're on Instagram at Preggo Talk Podcast. So I want to thank you guys for joining us for this introductory episode. We just wanted to give you a little bit of background on what Preggo Talk is going to be about, how we plan to impact moms, and just how we want to provide a supportive and interactive environment for all mothers. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this quick episode, and we'll be back next time to talk about our pregnancy discoveries. That will be our first official episode, and our first official topic will be on pregnancy discoveries. So I hope that you got the information that you needed to know about Preggo Talk, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace. Thank you for tuning into Preggo Talk. Please join us next Monday at 1:30 p.m. for another discussion of pregnancy and motherhood. This podcast is powered by WOW Radio, indie media for the indie spirit. Please visit us at www.wowradio.net.